Welcome to Black Talk, the Black Student Union podcast. This is episode 1, volume 1, and the title of this episode is Black at KU. My name is Alana Washington. I major in journalism, news, and info. I'm a senior this year, senior season, and I'm from Kansas City, Kansas.
My name is Gabriel Bright. I am a freshman, just got started. My major is business analytics with a minor in economics.
Okay.
And my hometown is Overland Park, Kansas.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Josh Wakes. I'm from Kansas City, Kansas. I'm a communications major, business minor, and looking to give y'all a good show today.
What's the deal, everybody? My name is Kierre Covington. I'm from Chicago, Illinois. I'm a senior, gang. I'm majoring in psychology with a double minor in business and leadership studies, and I am currently the community service coordinator for GEMS.
Hey, y'all. My name is Taylor. I am from Kansas City, the suburbs. My major is business. I am a senior. Shout out seniors. And I am a proud member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated.
Okay, to get started today, we're just going to talk about the main goal of this podcast. And really, the main goal is really to just give Black students a voice here on campus. We want you all to feel comfortable and to seek advice and companionship from us. We're going to get into a little bit of cultural news. I know everybody got a lot to say about this. Have y'all tried that Popeye's chicken sandwich? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah, no, I missed
it.
Not yet.
It's too late. It's over.
I know.
Okay, hold on,
That
wait.
must be slapping.
Okay, can I explain myself?
Yeah.
Sure.
Don't judge me, okay? So I eat at Chick-fil-A. That's what I eat.
Yes, Chick-fil-A.
And I've been doing a lot of moving, and my brother and I, we were talking. We're like, we got to go to Popeyes. And the day that we found out that it was all out, we were going to go to Popeyes. So
That's crazy.
That's
Yeah.
unfortunate.
So how did you feel about Popeyes going in on Chick-fil-A on Twitter? Like, did you feel it?
I mean, I feel like go you, but Chick-fil-A's in no competition with Popeyes. Chick-fil-A got it held down. So Popeyes, they can try their best, but nah, they ain't in
Hey,
competition.
Popeyes giving them a run for their money right now. That's all.
But
I
I'm not
don't
even
think
going to
so.
cap, though. That sandwich not even, like, that
Oh.
good for it to be.
Oh,
I heard it was
Yeah.
fire.
I definitely
What?
disagree. That sandwich is fire. Like, that sandwich is fire.
It's fire.
But, like, I'm gonna try to take it, like, this is a little serious note. But, like, how do y'all feel about how it's making the Black community look? I've seen so many videos on Twitter where, like, people are literally fighting, cursing out the employees, cursing out the workers. Like, how does that make us look, though?
It
Over.
makes us look bad, but also it's kind of our fault that it's happening because Black Twitter was the one that got it famous.
Right.
So,
True.
I agree with that. I mean, another thing that I feel about Black Twitter, I love Black Twitter. At Alana_Lovely, just throwing that in there. I love Black Twitter, but I feel like sometimes Black Twitter gives hype to stuff that, we really shouldn't be that focused on. Like, I'm going to just keep it a buck. Popeyes is owned by a white individual named Al Copeland. He's from New Orleans. But why aren't we giving, like, this type of hype towards a Black-owned business? They literally sold out. Like, there's no more. And that's because of literal Black Twitter. We did this for, like, a white establishment, but why can't we come together for, like, a Black business?
Preach.
So,
Right.
I agree
Right.
with that. I
Yeah.
agree with that. But side note, I thought the Black lady that be on the little commercials,
Mm-hmm.
I thought she owned Popeyes.
Nah, she working. They work
yeah,
hard.
she,
Heard of word.
look, that's what they do, though, to get us to all go buy it.
Yeah,
But,
put
yeah,
the
I...
face.
I feel what you're saying, though, but I feel like Black Twitter also, like, when it comes to, like, I'm not going to say more important things because, like, I don't want to make it seem like this is not important. Like, Cynthia Brown, like, Black Twitter was real vocal about that one, and I feel like we did a good job for that one.
I
I
agree.
can't really think of nothing else, but that's a good one right there.
I agree. Black Twitter is great. It has its pros and its cons. The Popeyes, look, I'm not for people cussing out employees, but I'm for that chicken sandwich.
So if you think it was worth it, them doing all that, waiting in line
No,
for 30 minutes
I
to an
didn't wait
hour?
in
ain't
line.
waiting that
I
long.
didn't wait in line. I went inside, so you gotta be smart with it. I
They
didn't
closed,
wait.
didn't they close the front?
They closed the lobby in Lawrence, but like, look, it was worth it. I ain't even gonna cap. It was worth it. When it come back out, I strongly encourage people to go get it.
You better
might
get it
as well.
before it's a lot of
Clearly.
I was going to run out of buns again.
Bring your own bun. People was doing that. That's how popular.
They brought their
Bring
own
it-
chicken.
bring raw
The whole
chicken
chicken, bro.
I saw
Oh,
that.
dude. That's too funny.
Well, getting back to Black Twitter, this is another thing that's been trending on Black Twitter is the hot girl summer.
Hey,
love it.
real hot girl-ish.
Real
For
real hot girl semester. Period.
GPA, all that.
Real hot girl GPA, real hot girl nerd, all that. All that.
I guess my first question is like, what is a hot girl? Like, what is y'all definition of like being a hot girl?
I feel like everybody kind of define it differently. But I feel like it's really just like being yourself, being confident like in the things that you do, not really caring what men have to say about the things that you do.
Not
I
to make
agree.
the man feel uncomfortable in the
Yeah.
room.
I
but
feel so uncomfortable. I'm just gonna leave.
But how do y'all feel about hot girl
Yeah.
summer? Like,
When
what's
I-
y'all opinion on it?
When I heard about it, I was just thinking like hella confident. You see so many girls on social media with the hashtag hot girl summer. They're all so confident. They don't care what they posted. They're not taking it down. They not rechanging the title.
Nope.
They not changing what they wearing. They not taking a million photos to post it. It's a hot girl summer. They doing their thing. And that's what I see.
Yeah, I feel in what he's saying with the whole confidence thing, but I feel like it got a little too carried away when they started bringing the cucumbers.
Yeah.
No, we're not with that. No, that's not hot girl. That's city girl. We're not on that.
Yeah,
Oh,
speak of hot
Okay,
girl.
okay. I didn't know it was
Yeah.
I
different.
do
I thought it was
think-
the same thing.
I do think that hot girl summer was super good for like female rappers. Like female rappers are taking over the game.
Meg.
y'all.
Yeah.
They
Period.
taking it over so strong too. Like I'm so lit about it.
Who your favorite rapper?
Female
rapper.
My favorite female rapper. I listen to Megan heavy. I love Mulatto. Like she's hard. Tokyo Jets is crazy. Jeezy, shout out to Chicago. Like Jeezy's hard. Like she probably the hardest out of all the female rappers.
Okay.
But when it comes to female rappers, I remember this isn't recent news, but it goes into what I'm about to talk about. I believe it was Jermaine Dupri. Like he was like, all these females rappers, y'all rapping out the same stuff. Y'all use y'all body for money and blah 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 blah. Is that a bad thing? Like to use your sex appeal to make more money? Look,
Here's my thing.
Yeah.
They use our body to make money, though. They talk about our bodies.
Exactly.
And I just feel like I think he also mentioned something about like females being like going from like stripping to rapping. But if if they was gonna pay the money to watch you strip, they could pay the money to listen to your music.
With your,
Right.
with your clothes on.
On me.
I mean, and then like Meg Thee Stallion, she got a whole degree in health administration. Okay, she wasn't like she went to school and everything, but she chose to be a rapper. She chose to be overly, sexual and stuff. I don't think it's nothing wrong with that. It makes women feel good. Like I be in the store, like I got people wishing for me. Period.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that's a good thing
Yeah.
to feel like that. But okay, so this is like another serious question. Like for the men in the room, like do you guys, support, women like, using their body for, more money for sex appeal and everything? How would you feel if your daughter was doing that, like stuff like that? How does that make you guys feel?
Sheesh.
I'll let you go first because I got an opinion, but since I
Okay.
went first last time.
Like as far as like women using their body, like it's your body. You do what you want with it. At the end of the day, I mean, men do the same thing. Like they talk about what they do, and I mean, women if they find a way to profit off of what they talking about in their music, I feel like they should do it. They should have the right to do that. Just because of a men's opinion, like how they might feel if it was a girlfriend or their sister or something like that. If my daughter my daughter is gonna have the right to choose what she wants to do with her life. Like, so I feel like all women should have the right to have the option to choose what they want to do. So that's just where my take on it.
Me personally, as long as she's not like doing the OnlyFans, I don't see a problem with it.
Yeah, that's
But
too far.
yeah,
That's
it's too far. I feel like women's bodies is like it's how they market themselves. I see nothing wrong with you marketing yourself because if you look at it from the man's perspective in men's rap, they use women to market themselves. So why can't they use it to market themselves? So I don't see any problem with it. If my daughter was doing it, I mean, it's her choice on how she wants to do it. I can have my opinion on it, but at the end of the day, it's still what she wants to do. And as long as she's not doing some crazy stuff, I don't have a problem with it.
And she get money too, so I mean,
On
she
me.
gonna be splitting that check.
Get
gon-
to the bag.
I don't want to go in a home As if she got money to take care of me when I'm old and frail,
Your daughter.
yeah,
Hey,
get
that's
it,
all
get
that
it.
matters.
And
I
even
feel
going
it.
past that, I think like for me personally, like hot girl summer, like really was growth for me and like personal peace. Because I know, especially for women, we try to please everybody. We hold a lot in, and I realized that I gotta do what I want to do and not worry about what everyone else thinks, and just be happy for Taylor. You know?
Yeah, that's such a good
Yeah.
point. I think Hot Girl Summer was like really like just trying to tell women to be free.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Just like I feel like we too tense
Yep.
all the time. And
Too
Hot
worried.
Girl Summer, yeah, it's like it was so crazy to see how many people on social media was having a Hot Girl Summer. Like you said, using the hashtags and stuff, like crazy.
Definitely. I definitely agree with that. I sure did have me a hot girl
Yup.
summer. And I got a boyfriend at the same time, too. You
Uh-oh.
could do it with a man. Don't get it twisted.
Okay.
I
Yes.
still had a hot
Yes.
girl summer.
I think a lot of people
Hot
get that
couple
wrong.
summer.
They think like you can't be a hot girl just if you're in a relationship. It got to be only single. But nah, we hot girls in relationships as well.
Yeah.
Hot couple summer.
Well,
On me.
to get more into sports, I mean, this is sports is not, I don't know much about sports, but we talking about Jay-Z in the NFL. Well, basically, Jay-Z is going to work closely with the NFL as the live entertainment strategist. And so basically, like, he's partnering with them to amplify, like, inspiring change and, education, economic advancement, improving police community relations, all that stuff. Now, this sounds great. Like, in a perspective, it sounds great, but it's also caused a lot of controversy because, Jay-Z supported Colin Kaepernick. He didn't perform in the halftime show. So, like, how do you guys feel about him working with the NFL now, even though he just went against it a while ago?
Did y'all watch the press conference?
Yeah, I did.
I read about it.
I seen like
I didn't
just the
watch it
highlights
live,
where they talking
but-
about, like, we're past that, and I agree with him 100% that we're past that. I feel like the black community like holds these grudges, and like we want to make people aware of these situations that we go through, but when it comes time to take action, we kind of confused. We don't know what's next, and I feel like Jay-Z's doing is taking that action, the next step to trying to do this social justice and trying to get police brutality. And I feel like starting for him to start, it's like he has to start within. And him taking that deal wasn't a money move. This man's already a billionaire. Like he already has money. Like that's not his goal right now. His goal is to make that change, and I feel like that was the next step as far as with the whole Colin Kaepernick situation.
I agree with you. In the press conference, I think he said something like, basically, we can't just kneel
Keep
and
kneeling.
expect things to change. Like, you got to actually get on the inside and do work and work from the inside out. So I agree with what he's doing. Like, I know Black Twitter went crazy. Twitter in general, the whole world went crazy when they seen that. So, but I feel like people are just not understanding. I think we are often stuck in our ways and we don't really like change. And I feel like people think that it's going to get worse before it gets better, but I feel like in situations like this, things have to get worse before they become great.
I agree with you. I feel like a lot of people don't understand because they see Jay-Z as a black man who's still under the influence of this incredibly high-regarded white man, so they feel like he's always going to be manipulated. But at the end of the day, Jay-Z has as much power as any other billionaire. He can walk out whenever he wants to. So I think people should try and see it from his perspective and not be so upset about it.
Yeah, and also a big thing that I think they were focused on was the fact that he was getting paid for it. But, I mean, Colin Kaepernick was getting paid from the NFL even when he wasn't playing. So I just feel like if they're going to have that same type of energy and be happy for Kaepernick, they need to be happy for Jay-Z as well and support him and trust that he has our community's best interest in mind.
Right. Not to mention Colin Kaepernick, he reached a settlement with the NFL too. So, I mean, he got his check. As far as they know, like we're like on to the next thing is what it is now.
Yeah, I see everybody's points of view. I see it from, Black Twitter standpoint too, definitely, because I see how it benefits the NFL. Like, he's a mainstream artist. He is one of the people that, say he want to perform, so many people follow suit. So they know, like, other Black artists are going to be open to working with them, and that helps them. That helps them with money and everything. I see Jay-Z's point of view because, hey, he's bringing Black people in. He's putting Black people in high positions, which can make us grow as a community. So I see everybody's points of view. But now we're going to get into our topic of the month, and that is KU's Black community.
Yep,
Woo,
yep.
woo, we here. So the first thing that we're going to get into are like, what are some of the problems that you all think that the Black community faces here at, KU? And that you see within the Black community here.
So this is probably my 4th day here, and I've noticed that, this is like, my 3rd or 4th day here, and I've noticed, besides, just the, overall lack of Black people, it's primarily Caucasian and other races. I've noticed that we don't really sit together. We don't come together when we see each other in a room. We will go wherever we feel accepted or where we can feel liked. That's just something that I see. Otherwise, I don't see too much of an issue because I'm always in class. So,
Well, for that, it's a lot of us older. I don't know about the freshmen because, like you said, is 3 or 4 days in, But I just know, like, a lot of upperclassmen, like, usually in between classes, we all meet on Wesco, or if it's raining in the underground when it get cold. And then, like, today, BSU had Wesco Wednesdays, and it was so many Black people on Wesco just all kicking it together. So we do stuff like that, and we're out on Wesco, like, every single day. Like, people be like, I know they be tired of seeing us in the same spot every single day. So, yeah, just, like, so if you feeling like you don't see Black people, like, come to Wesco in between classes.
Right.
Like, we out there
Yeah, I'll
for
be
real.
there.
Right, but I do agree with you. That was one of the things I was going to mention, like, just a sense of friendliness and kind of community. I feel like we've lost that over the years. Because, like, I'll give you an example. I'll wave at everybody, smile. If you're Black, I'm going to say hi. But people don't smile back, so I'm not going to smile at you no more. That's happened multiple times. So I feel like we've just lost that sense of, like, I got your back, you got my back kind of thing. Like, I see you, you see me,
I feel like I agree with what everybody is saying, but I feel like, the Black community, especially, BSU, like gyms, these organizations, they come together and it's like, hey, we're doing this. It's just, if you're a new student and you ain't been here, it seems kind of cliquey. Like, you're intimidated by that. So, like, maybe it's just like, we have to do better with being like, come up and really come up and talk to me. Like, yeah, this is my crew. We sit here and do this every Wednesday, but hey, you can come too. And I've seen like this, like, even though it's, a few days into the semester, I've seen it. It's way more welcoming, way more. I can give us that. It's way, like, I can see somebody feeling more comfortable coming up to Wesco and sitting with a group that they don't know because it's way more friendly. So, like, I would just like to give a clap to the Black community because I feel like it's way more welcoming. Of course, we can always, improve, but.
I agree with you because I feel like today on Wesco, it was so many freshmen that, like, came and they, introduced themselves to us, came and kicked it with us. And, like, years prior to that, I feel like we didn't have that for real. But also, I feel like a lot of, like, problems that we have in the Black community, I just feel like a lot of people feel like they too cool for school, and they don't want to come and support their peers in the Black community. So,
but then be mad when we don't support their stuff.
Yeah, so it's just like, I feel like that's like a huge conflict and something that we as a community really need to get better at because, like Gabriel mentioned, it's not that many Black people here, so we really need to stick together and come out and support each other. I want our events to be packed like all the other campus events.
Right.
I definitely agree with that. That's very true. How do you guys feel that Black KU has changed over the years? And, it's a lot of us in here that's seniors, so that's an intense question.
I feel like it fluctuated. Like, when we first got here, like, it was so lit. Like, lit. I feel like we did everything together. Like, we was living in Oliver.
Oh,
like,
Lord.
Pretty much most of our freshmen, like when we were freshmen, lived in Oliver, or we was hanging out in Oliver. So I just feel like we was a lot closer, and I feel like the younger like generations of students don't have that. Like they didn't all live together for a year, so they're not as close. And I feel like now we getting back to it. I feel like I just be seeing more people. And now, granted, it is the beginning of the year, and you always have high volumes of people everywhere at the beginning of the year. But I got a good feeling.
Me too.
I got a great feeling about these new kids, for real.
Facts. I agree with all that. And, like, not even just, new students, even, like, the seniors that have been here for years, I see everybody being more welcoming,
Yes,
definitely. Just way more welcoming. Like, it's comfortable. Like, when you see a black
That's that
person,
growth.
you wave and you smiling no matter what happened in the past, 'cause we've been here for a long time, stuff be happening. But, like, it's like everybody is moving past, what happened in the past and just trying to leave KU as an accepting place and, mentor younger black KU students that are just now coming in so they can know what to do and so it can stay this way. So I think that that's dope. Like we are really like making improvement, but, just, to give advice, what would you all give advice, to black students at KU that are pursuing KU or just got here like Gabriel here? That's like, it's his 4th day here. Like, what advice would y'all give them?
Get involved.
Definitely. Get involved in everything you can. Even if you don't think it's something you might not like, just try it out because you never know what you're going to find. Like, honestly, like, when I first got here, I was like, I never wanted to go to KU. Like, I'm getting out of Kansas because I'm from Kansas, but, like, I truly feel like I was meant to be here, and that's not because of, like, obviously the education's great, but it's because of all the organizations I've been a part of, all the friends I've made, and it wouldn't have been possible if I didn't branch out outside my classes.
I definitely agree. And I would just say be okay with being uncomfortable. Like, it's going to be uncomfortable at first. Like, you're at a very huge campus. Like, you're experiencing culture shock. You've never been around this many people who don't look like you. Like, it's very intimidating, but you have to be okay with being uncomfortable. You have to be okay with, like, reaching out to people. And, like, I can give that advice because it's my senior year and I'm just now for real getting involved with everything. And I wish I would have did that like earlier freshman year, being involved in everything. But like, it's really just a growing process. If you don't start freshman year, don't start too late because
it's never too late.
It's never too late to get involved. So yeah, that would also be my advice too.
I think mine would be to be unapologetically black. I feel like that's so important, especially at a school like the University of Kansas. Like, be yourself. Be black, be proud to be black, love yourself, all that good stuff.
And also, if you don't see something that fits you, like, we started a whole organization here. Y'all can start anything.
Yes.
So if you don't see who you are or you see something that's missing in the community, feel free to talk to faculty, staff, your fellow students, and get things started.
Yes, we have a lot of black staff on this campus that want to see us thrive. Like,
shout out to y'all.
Thrive. And so if y'all see a club or something that y'all want to get into that y'all don't see, make it happen. Like, the resources are here for y'all, for real.
It's a vibe. It's a whole vibe. I'm feeling the energy.
We about to be up in here peacing in a minute.
For real, peace all year. Okay, well, it seems like, we've gotten to the end. But we're going to talk about some events that's coming up on campus.
So we got a couple of upcoming events. First one on the list is BSU is having a General Assembly on Monday, September 9th from 6 to 8 p.m. in Forum B in the Burge Union. Make sure to be there.
Yes, okay. The next event, BSU also had our pageant informational on the 3rd and 4th. But if you're still interested, don't be, in a rush or anything. You can still participate in the pageant. Learning more information about it, reach out to a BSU executive member through DM, face-to-face, group me, or however else you would like to do it. If you see them on campus, pull them aside. It's a great experience to get out there and meet people, and it's super fun.
It's lit. Don't sleep.
All right. Also, the Connect is being hosted September 11th. Time and location is to be determined, but just be sure to follow the plug_KU on Instagram and to keep up with all that information and also all the other black events on campus.
Okay, just a quick reminder to all the other Black Auras on campus. Remember to send us your promo for your events. We would love to share you on our podcast. And just thank everyone for supporting us. We've gotten to the end of the podcast. We're just going to do some positive affirmations. You can follow me on Instagram at Alana_. No, I just lied. That's my Twitter. My Twitter is Alana_lovely. My Instagram is just Alana Lovely.
Don't forget to follow me on Snapchat, gbright001.
Y'all can follow me, Josh from the Five, on all social media platforms.
Oh, we fancy with it.
Y'all already know I'm the plug for all events, so follow me on Snapchat and Instagram at Kierre Covington. That's KIERRECOVINGTON. I follow back.
And y'all can follow me at Tay_Michelle. That's Michelle with 1L, 19, and I'll probably follow back too.
And before we let this go, I'm just going to plug myself real quick. I make playlists, all your events.
Fire
so
playlist.
You already know if you need a playlist or just something personal or for an event, hit my line, hit my Snapchat or my Instagram. I'm not giving y'all my line, but hit my Snap or my Insta, and we could definitely make it happen.
Thank you for tuning in. See you next month.
Bye.
See y'all.